Good morning. The name is Daman Dev Sood, your host for my weekly show, My Top Tips, every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. IST. Today is the 50th episode of my journey of these weekly shows. This number 50 is very important in life for everyone, whether it is 50th episode of a show like this or 50th article, blog, book, song, 50 years of life, 50 years of married life, 50 years of happy married life, etc. The 50 is very important. That's a symbol of sustainability and a resilience that one has displayed. I have been very happy with my journey, and all this is possible because BCM resilience is passion for me. I'm 50, I'm over 50, and I'm presenting 50th episode. The topic today is about BCM metrics. This topic is more important to the matured organizations, or let me put it in a different way. Metrics are important, BCM metrics are important, but it is a very deep topic. And for that, we need to be matured in our BCM journey. That's what I mean to say. To start with, I'll discuss the benefits of having metrics and measuring. Why should we do all this? A detailed discussion on BCM metrics has been done in my recent blog available on my website. I request people to go through that also. Implementing a business continuity management or BCM program requires significant investments in terms of time, money, effort. To ensure the effectiveness of this investment, it is essential to establish clear metrics and regularly take measurements. I make this statement regularly. Nothing comes free in this world. Even if the words are free, 30% discount, 70% discount, or buy one, get three, etc., etc. If it's not free, BCM is not free, then we should think twice before making any investment into this. Or we should look at the effectiveness of that investment. That's why metrics program is important. If we quickly look at the benefits, it helps us to evaluate the overall program objectively. Our decision-making becomes easy, effective once again, because it's informed decision-making. We have a lot of data, information, metrics available to take any decisions. Also ensures accountability and transparency. We know who is doing what, or who is not doing what, or who is not doing correctly, or who needs improvements. This so doesn't mean the person, any person. This means the organization also. Helps us in compliance and audit readiness also. We have data available readily with the help of metrics if any audit is happening or if any compliance assessment is happening. We are also able to utilize our resources appropriately when we have data in hand. Enhances overall resilience and preparedness of the company, and also supports continual improvement. We are able to see, the term we use is pinpoint the pain areas for improvement. when we have the metrics in hand. In the paper, in the blog, I have written at length. The intent in these discussions, the top tips show, is to keep or stay within 15 minutes. So it's a short, quick discussion. BCM program foundation. So there are some metrics which are required for the program itself, foundation itself. For example, having plan, policy, methodologies, templates, guidelines, and the plans. That these are available as documented, reviewed, approved, and up to date. I go up to an extent of saying this is the cycle we should follow. Any document in any program, but specifically we are talking of BCM program, that the document is written, reviewed, approved. If I wear my auditor's hat, a document does not exist me if it doesn't satisfy these three conditions. But this is not enough. We need to look more. That it is published also. People know that a policy or methodology or a plan exists in the company. It needs to be up to date also. People need to understand, including starting from policy itself. Very well written. So written, reviewed, approved, published. It's up to date also. But do people understand this? And once again, during any assessment or audit, there is no thermometer for me available to me as assessor or auditor that I can check the temperature. So I do this assessment, whether people have understood the policy, BCM policy of the company, through some discussions, through some reviews, through some observations. But the requirement is the document, whether policy or methodology or template or plan or plans, are understood by the people and used. Then only a document exists for me. And there are some metrics with respect to implementation and documentation to check the quality. You show me a document fulfilling all those conditions. Then I go deep into reading them. That quality also needs to be good. And then I go into effectiveness check. Planned versus actuals. How many did you plan and how many were held? This can be with respect to BIAs, RAs, strategies, plans, audits, reviews, tests, and management review meetings. One thing that we do not plan is incident. We hope that no incident happens with our company in our company, but it may. So not planned, but may happen. And then once again, we need to look at the effectiveness of our incident management. So how many times did we invoke BCM and how many times did we do it well? What improvements were noted? What improvements have been made? What are still open? For how long and for what reason? All this analysis needs to be done. Looking at continual improvement, which is the requirement of any management system, but that is the requirement of BCMS also. How many improvements have been made in your BCMS? And what is the quality? What types of improvements have been made? A spell check, for example, a spelling correction, for example, is not a good improvement. When we become matured enough, then a recommendation is to run a BCM competencies management program. So assess and then improve. Measure satisfaction with respect to BCM program, BCMT. Analyze trends. How have we been moving up or down? Benchmark against standards and seek external certification also. The benchmarks may be internal within the company, then within the group, then with peers and competitors, and then it could be with the best in the world. Our recommendation suggestion is to define a process for this metrics program. So my recommendation was again few steps I am telling you. Who will monitor? What will be monitored? How will it be monitored and measured? Manual or automated? When will it be monitored? It may be time, the frequency of monitoring, then what data will be extracted or collected, who will write the reports, what reports will be written, the content of the report as well, who will receive those reports, and finally, how will the reports be utilized? All this needs to go into the program, metrics program for BCM. While concluding, I would like to say, by adopting a comprehensive metrics-driven approach, organizations can ensure their BCM program is effective, resilient, and continually improving. Embedding BCM into organizational culture ultimately leads to a robust organization capable of facing any disruptions with confidence. While I read this, embedding BCM into organizational culture, I'm happy to share that one of the next episodes in these weekly shows, my top tips will be around BCM culture in the organization. Achieving full cultural integration of BCM is the ultimate goal, marking a day of celebrations for the organization. How do we claim that BCM is embedded into our culture is a big, difficult question. Once again, there is no thermometer in my hands. But the day you see your junior person, your lift operator, your your janitor, the day they are able to speak BCM in their own way, not the official definitions. The day they are able to talk BCM, that's the day when you will be able to claim that BCM is in blood now. It is embedded in the organization's culture, and you must celebrate on that day. A BCM dashboard can be developed using these metrics. I've shown many here. Repeating, detailed discussions is available in my blog, which I published recently on my website. A dashboard can be prepared for monitoring. If you have any questions around these discussions or resilience as a whole, please feel free to write to me. I'll be happy to help, including with your BCM metrics program. With this, I would like to close today's discussions 50 by 50. I'm over 50 and I delivered 50th episode of my weekly show, My Top Tips, every Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. IST. Soon I will be touching 200 videos on my YouTube channel. I look forward to seeing you all every Wednesday, next Wednesday as well. Till that time, have a great time. Take care, be prepared, stay safe. Bye-bye.